Hi guys. So just got out of the shower. I have about 20 minutes before I have to leave for work. We are currently at day 23 of me taking my blood pressure medication. I know that I haven't updated in a while, and we are going to shave my hairy face, so just bear with me. My skin is feeling really rough lately, so I figured I'd do my skin routine. Not really a routine. I just kind of refresh and revamp a little bit before I go to work, because just all the sweating and just gross dirt just makes it worse. So here we go. Bear with me. So, what has been going on with me? Yes, I'm very hairy, okay? Oh, I can just see the hair falling. It is currently day 23 that I've been on my blood pressure medication. And after, I think it was day 11, it was so unbearable. I could hardly walk. I was still very shaky. I wasn't able to go to work. Things were really, really bad. I made another doctor's appointment, and after talking to my doctor, I explained to him everything I was going through and how this was not normal. And after 11 days on this medication, it just did not seem like my body was taking. And it did drop my blood pressure, which is what it needed to do. But the problem is, I should not be to the point that I can't walk, I can't function, I couldn't drive, I couldn't go to work, I could not walk. There's clearly something wrong here. My towel is getting way too heavy for my head. All right. So yes, I had to talk with my doctor. I suggested switching medications. He suggested that we cut the medication in half. My blood pressure wasn't low, so he knows that it wasn't too strong. It's just whatever this stuff is doing to me is just insane. There's no reason in the world I shouldn't be functioning. He said that it was working really, really well and doing obviously what it needed to do. He recommended we keep on it because it was clearly doing its job and it was working and it was keeping my blood pressure down, which is what we wanted. And he did say that everybody's body adjusts differently and at its own time, you know, which is, I understand. Everyone's blood pressure is different. Everybody's body adjusts to things differently. I get it. Okay, just washed my face. Now we're gonna put on Paula's Choice. Anyways, so I let him know that I wasn't able to keep missing work like that. Like, I can't possibly get fired. We have bills, we have life. There's no way I could keep missing work like I was and just waiting to see if it gets better. Like, I can't do that. So, like I said, he recommended that I cut my pill in half and not take the full amount. This is the last of my Dermagen? I don't know. It's super rejuvenating cream. And that's what we need to do. Today is day 12 that I have been taking half of the pill. This is just an anti-wrinkle cream. This is my Pond's Rejuvenating Anti-Wrinkle. Anyways, so since day 1 that I started taking only half the pill, I know it's been a minute since we've updated, but you know, life, adjusting, sleeping, kids. We've had birthday events and things going on a lot the past couple of weeks, and we have a few more coming up. So I had another appointment scheduled to get my blood pressure checked. It wasn't an actual doctor's appointment. It was just to have my blood pressure checked. And unfortunately, I missed it. It was Friday last week. And they just want to make sure that, you know, me doing all of this, doing the half the pill is working, keeping my blood pressure down. Now, I did purchase a blood pressure cuff, so I have been checking my blood pressure 3 times a day, and it's actually staying down and it's actually maintaining. So half a pill is working. The reason I did miss my appointment was because they scheduled it for 11 o'clock in the morning. I work graveyard, so it's not easy for me to get up at 10 in the morning when I just got home 2 hours ago from work to go to sleep. So I had to reschedule it. So my appointment is going to be for Friday. Again, they scheduled it so early. It's for 11, and I'm just like, I have to wake up at 10 to drive 30 minutes out of town because they don't have one here. They don't have a Kaiser here in town. I'm feeling pretty glowy and pretty good right now, so I feel good going to work. I'm going to do a quick lip scrub real quick with this sugar lip scrub, and it's peach. Love this. Since I started this medication since day one, I feel like I'm having panic attacks or anxiety attacks. I've never felt that ever in my life. I've never felt that way. Okay, so feeling that right now is crazy. I talked to my doctor about it and I let him know that, I have never felt any kind of anxiety, and it randomly will hit now. I could just be watching TV with my kids. I could be at work. I drive a forklift. So like while I'm driving, while I'm doing stuff, I just randomly will start having that feeling of fear. Like when you're scared and your heart is racing and you just feel like panicked. I'm assuming that's what an anxiety attack is. And your heart just feels like it's racing and you feel scared. There's nothing going on and there's no reason in the world for you to feel scared. So it's very weird that it's happening. So I did talk to my doctor about it and let him know that it started as soon as I started this medication. I've never had this happen in my entire life. And he recommended that he put me on anxiety medication. And I told him, I don't want to be put on another medication if it's something that I've never had in my life. So I just think that at this point, I need to schedule another appointment with him where I can talk with him one-on-one and suggest that we possibly switch to a different medication. I'm on Hyzer right now for the blood pressure. But I just think it's ridiculous that I have to take half a pill in order to function. And the fact that I'm now having like anxiety attacks randomly so much every single day since the day I started this. And it's just weird. And I don't think that it's normal. So I don't want to be put on anxiety medication if I don't have to be. So I think that I need to see about possibly switching to a different blood pressure medication, just because this is just making me feel worse in other ways, but better in others. I'm sleeping better than I ever have, but I think a big part of that too is that they put me on the vitamin D medication. I'm taking 2 vitamin D medications plus my blood pressure. I did not know that I had a vitamin D deficiency, but working graveyards, sleeping in days, working at night, I don't go out, I'm not in the sun, so it makes total sense. I'm sleeping better than I ever have, and it's just amazing. I feel like more energetic during the days, which is great because I've never been like this. It's always been hard and I've just been tired and exhausted, but I thought I was just overworked. But that's kind of the update where we are right now. I will try to update more. I only worked out once or twice. I can't even lie. I need to get on it. I need to definitely get on it. Yeah, there's no one to blame but me. I woke up today at 1:30. By the time I got downstairs, had my coffee, it was already 2 o'clock. And now at 4 o'clock, I had to rush and get in the shower. Now I'm leaving for work. So I only had 3 hours after I woke up, and I didn't want to spend that working out. That's not an excuse, but I did want to rest a little bit. So I'm going to head off to work. And that is my update for day 23 of starting this blood pressure medication. But I do feel more energetic. I'm sleeping better. I feel happier, which is weird. I feel like I'm not having so many mood swings, which is so crazy. And I didn't realize how bad that was affecting my family. It's also day 12 for taking half of the pill. Things are still looking up, looking good. And thanks for coming on this ride with me, guys. I love you. Take care.